Hi, Virgo. Look at that thing back there. It looks a mess. And so does my hair. But hi. Okay. So, we are going to go ahead and start off this reading with the Zodiac Oracle deck here. And we are going to see what is the whole energy or what is the whole purpose of this month for Virgo. Okay? Oh my gosh. Well, hello, Virgo. How are you? Hi. I don't know how that happened. Sorry about that. I'm sure that was like super loud and you guys are probably like, what the fuck? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and see what's to come for the Zodiac Oracle deck. Here we go. Saturn. It came out quick, ironically, because it's Saturn. So Saturn, when we have planets with this particular Zodiac Oracle deck, this is basically saying how you're going to express or how you're going to move or the desire that you wish to have in this July. So the focus for Virgo is basically going to be learning lessons through challenges and through time. Also, what's another thing I wanted to say? Oh, this is also about like working hard, the physical stuff that's here, like what's actually happening here, what's practical. Saturn deals with Saturn rules Capricorn. So if you're thinking in terms of zodiac signs, Capricorn is the way to be right now. Not necessarily the way to be, but at least the way that they're ruled, you know, with Saturn. Saturn is how you need to be. Saturn is learning, being wise, kind of, you know, being like the older guy who comes and he's kind of grumpy, but he always has good insight, okay? So realize that July for you may feel, I mean, I don't want to say it's going to be bad. I don't think it's going to be bad, but I think it will be, if you're waiting on something, it may take longer than usual. If you are trying to get things moving, you may have to be really practical about it. Not a lot of luck involved. It's more like doing it, getting down and dirty and working, okay? Alrighty, so for the beginning of July for Virgo, hey family, by the way, we are going to start off and see what's happening in the beginning of July for Virgo. Alrighty. Okay, so bottom of the deck for Virgo. For the beginning of July, the energy is 9 of Cups. So this is being very satisfied and kind of like smug and just really chill and happy and satisfied with the way that things are going. Okay, so this is going to be a really easygoing beginning of the month for you. So starting out, we have the Knave of Pentacles. So this guy, he's kind of finicky. This is kind of like a Taurus energy. So this kind of like, no matter what's happening, you're going to get what you want. But he's in reverse. So this person is kind of like, he's going to do whatever it takes to get what he wants with no limits. Almost like going too far and too hard for something. So kind of make sure you're not chasing after something that's never going to happen. Or if you are, make sure your motives are correct. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy. So a fire sign could be in the mix. This is also like kind of being like a teenager and kind of knowing what you want, but not knowing if you're making the right decision. It is upright, so I do think that this person is level-headed. But this is, keep in mind that this is like Aries energy. This is really, I have an idea and I'm just going to go for it. I don't care if no one cares about it, but I'm going to do it. So this is kind of just like stepping out and doing what the fuck you want to do. And then we have the 6 of Swords here. So this is gathering your strength, waiting for something to happen, having someone to lean on, having time to like gather your strength and gather the thing that you need for the future. Okay, so like preparation time. Let's go ahead and do clarification on this Taurus energy. I feel like it's Taurus, but we're going to see. Clarification for the Knave of Pentacles in reverse. What is that about? Whoa. What are you being stubborn about? This is stubborn energy. So what are we being stubborn about, Virgo? Whoa, did it get dark in here? There we go. So you're being stubborn in the fact that you are actually free, but it's almost like you know that you have the room to do what you need to do, but you're like, I don't feel like it though. Like, I don't want to. Like, if I don't feel like I have the room to do it, then I just don't. So maybe you feel like you're chasing after this idea of being trapped, but you're really not. So it's kind of like messing up your plan. Yeah, I think that's all we need clarification for. So we're going to go into the middle of your July. Middle of July for Virgo. What is it going to be like? Here we go. Middle of July, we're starting, the energy for the middle of July is 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is bickering, stepping on people's toes, feeling annoyed, a nagging energy. Sorry, I see someone's light out there. And just not getting along. Like, cooperation is really iffy. So if you work in a workplace and there's a lot of people, you may not be getting along, or it may feel like you're just annoyed by people in general. So be on the lookout for that. So we're starting out with the 4 of Wands in reverse. So there may be an occasion that you're celebrating, but I feel like either the situation isn't going to go well, like there's going to be a confrontation or something there, or maybe you are just wanting to celebrate life, but there's no reason to. Or maybe you get an invitation to celebrate something in someone else's life, and you're kind of just like, I don't think I want to go to that. I don't think I really want to deal with that. And then we have the 9 of Swords here. So there's something on your mind, something that has your mind racing, something that is like, why can't I stop thinking about this? Why is there a cycle in my head thinking about this? We'll do clarification for that. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is giving and receiving. It is upright, so I do feel like there is a sense of an even exchange, a good purpose in the exchange. So just keep being generous and keep helping. I'm going to do clarification so we can figure out exactly. So let's do this 9 of Swords. What are we thinking about? What's on our mind? So we're on our mind as a hermit. A Virgo is on your mind. So if it's not you, it's another Virgo. But I do think what's on your mind is the fact that you know something deeper about yourself that maybe you aren't expressing in your everyday life. Or maybe it's like, it's not a secret, it's not something you're hiding, but it's just like you're not following through with it. And I think it's starting to get to you. It could also be the fact that you feel yourself changing, and you fear that the unknown is kind of like, okay, well shit, I don't know what's going to happen, and it's kind of making you worried. This could also just be like you're starting to feel yourself more. Your ego, your thoughts, your feelings, your consciousness. You're starting to feel yourself more, and maybe that can have you thinking, like just racing, not in a bad way, but just curiosity about yourself. So I wouldn't say that's a bad thing. What are we giving or receiving? What is this about? The 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so whatever you're giving, like the giving and receiving that you're doing, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's fair, it's open, it's honest. And I think that's all you have to worry about doing. This could involve an air sign. So Aries, okay. It could have Aries to do with this too. But I feel like this is someone that whoever you're giving and receiving with, maybe you have doubts that they're being completely honest, but at least on your end, you're being okay. I feel like that's what that meant. So for the end of your July, yeah, you can be confident in giving and receiving from whoever that person is with. I do think it's an Aries for some reason. Okay, so for the end of your July, this video is going by pretty quick, so I guess your July is going to go by pretty fast as well. Okay, so for the end of July for Virgo, what's going on? July for Virgo. There we go. Alrighty. So the energy for the end of July is the wheel. So change, karma, something different, a switch up, a change up. The wheel's turning, okay? I also think that's going to have a lot to do with what drives you, your motivation, something that you create. So for some of you, it could be a pregnancy, honestly. Maybe a marriage. Yeah, or maybe moving. Okay. So to start off, we have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So this is the energy of being, this is Taurus energy for sure. So Taurus is coming up again. This is kind of like being on top of your money, financially being secure. This is a very good card if you're having financial troubles, or at least if you are working on something that deals with money and you're like, okay, am I going to start making money? This is a card to say, like, you might not be able to spend it as much as you would like, but you'll definitely be able to have some if you learn how to manage it correctly, okay? This could also be saying to, like, withhold something. So don't tell everything to everyone. If you are working on something, try to be secretive about it. Next, we have the Sun card, which is the Leo card. So there could be a Leo coming up. This is also like a very good card, like a positive omen for anything that you have in mind or working on. This is basically saying whatever you're trying to do will come in its time. Stay lighthearted, stay happy, and make your happiness contagious. Make the feeling of love be known. That is what this card is about. There could also be some of you, again, like I said, having children or learning that someone is going to have a child. This is very, very good energy, very warm energy, okay? And then last but not least, for the end of the July, we are ending it with the Ten of Swords in reverse. So if there was something that you needed to leave alone because it was hurtful, I do think that was the best decision, because this is saying the ending of something. It's like an ending of something bad, but it's starting something good because you ended it, if that makes any sense. So we're going to do clarification on what is this Four of Pentacles about? Six of Wands. So the Four of Pentacles has to deal with your success. So if you're working on something where people can see and give you credit for something, it's definitely going to be in your best interest. Coming in the end of July, you will have some type of success, some type of reward. Very, very good energy. And I think it'll have some combination with financial things as well. And then with this Sun card, what is that about? Clarification for that. Clarification for the Sun card. What is that about? For Virgo, the end of July. It's taking a while. Hold on. It's baking. It's baking. I really feel like this is a baby for some of you. I don't know why. But for Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Sag, like, I felt like there's babies, like, around. Like, someone's going to have a kid. So let me know if you're expecting, because that's exciting. Okay. Sun card for Virgo. There we go. So the Sun card, whatever it is the perfect thing for your path. This is going to solidify whatever you're working on. This has to do with something big, and it's going to shake things up for you. It's going to, we have the Four of Cups here in reverse. So this is like shaking things up. This is going to change your life. This is going to change your everyday life, I believe. I think it's going to brighten up your month. I think this is going to have lasting effects to come in the future. I think this is financially going to have something. It's going to change something with financial matters. It's going to change your happiness, I believe. I think it's going to bring out an inner light in you. I think it's just going to be wonderful, beautiful. And what are we leaving in the past? Ten of Swords in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. Whoa, did you guys see that? Ten of Swords in reverse. There we go. Okay, so whatever you're leaving, it's because you're finding your own magic, and you're starting to realize that you have what it takes to create what you want. So basically finding your independence. This is beautiful. I love the way this ended for you guys. There will be a Tower moment. Oh my gosh! And then the Empress card here. I just got the chills because you guys know I'm Virgo too. Okay, so there's gonna be a Tower card, and I think it's gonna be a pregnancy because this is like a change, and then this is like the pregnancy card, and I've been saying that, you guys. Somebody, I really think someone's pregnant, and I just. Okay, all right. I'm gonna leave it alone. We got the Four of Swords here saying put it to rest, so I'm gonna leave you guys here with that. Oh my gosh. Oh, my foot is asleep. Oh my. Why has my leg been falling asleep so much lately? I love you guys so much. I think some of you are pregnant. I'm like super excited. I'm super excited for you guys. Even if you're not pregnant though, this is a really, really good month for you. A really good time to see what it means to really just go with time and see what is in store in your life. I am so happy for you guys. I feel so elated for the end of your July. I have no idea why, but I'm going to find out too because I have Virgo in my sun, and as a Leo Virgo cusp, and then I have Virgo as my moon sign, and I think Virgo is my north node if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure, but anyways, yeah, so we are going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. I had a ball reading for you, and I'm super excited for you. And yeah, I'm Love from a Leo. If I'm not your favorite Leo, one day I will be. And until next time, I will see you, Virgo, very, very soon. God bless. Bye.